Yes, hello everyone. Welcome back to I'm going to feel strange saying this, the Singapore National Stadium. I've got Faraz with us, and you will be seeing a special video with him in the next 24, 48 hours or so. But this is the last word, everybody. So we're going to dissect the game, and we also hear a little bit from Eddie Howe a little bit later. But first things off, Faraz, how was that an experience for you? Obviously, this is the second time, but 29 years apart.
Yeah, I would say that the atmosphere was totally different. Back 29 years ago, there was not so much of a fanfare, not so much Newcastle supporters. So I think this year we got a lot more supporters from neighbouring countries as well. So the atmosphere was great. There was a mix of supporters from all over the world. They were singing and chanting before the game. It was good.
Yeah, it was class, and obviously you'll see it on the vlog, everyone. It was just class. The trip beforehand, coming up to the stadium as well. But yeah, so it's sadly we got beat, but we will talk about that. I always say with friendlies, you can't really read too much into the starting lineups because even the lads that came on at half time, some of them will start. But Tino Livramento was back, which was great to see. Yeah. Lewis Hall didn't feature, but he is with the squad. What did you make of it?
I think it was good to actually see
Still
Tino.
strong side, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if you look, maybe Arsenal probably dominated the game because we didn't have many of our first teams in the first half or second half. But I think we did a good, have put up a good fight. Yep, not for the penalty and the own goal. I think we could have won the game. And Osula missed a good header after a good cross from Murphy in the second half.
Yeah, Will Osula's obviously leading the line because, if you've lived under a rock the last few weeks, you might have seen that story of Alexander Isak. But obviously he's getting the start because of Callum Wilson leaving and Alexander Isak's situation back home. Is it an area that we need to strengthen?
Yeah, I think it's obviously. I mean, anybody who supports Newcastle or even neutral watching, they can see that we really need a striker now. If Isak continue to be absent, then we really need. It's too much for Osula on his own to lead the line. Taking into fact that we have many competitions coming up this season, European competition, we really need a striker. It's evident that we can see.
Yeah, and it's obviously, and look, it's no fault of Will Osula himself. He's in that position now, and it was only 12 months ago he was a squad player at Sheffield United. So we do need that strength, and 100%. I want to come back to transfers a little bit later, but we got off to a flyer, didn't we?
Yep, it was
a very much a miss hit.
Yeah,
Elanga, no one talks through it.
Yeah, but I think the build-up was good. That was what I'm quite impressed. As usual, a quick break. We break down the right, and it was a good cross in, cut back, and Elanga was there at right place, right time. Although it was a scuff shot, but I think it was a good build-up to the goal. Excellent.
Yeah, you've got to earn your look a little bit, haven't you? And obviously Tonali on the right whips it across and to scuff. But I actually thought it was Willock at the other end because he couldn't see. I was so low down. You'd see it in the vlog. But obviously Newcastle got off to a great start, and for a friendly, and obviously the heat as well, I thought it was pretty entertaining.
Yep, it was pretty entertaining. I think you couldn't really see that it's like a friendly. It was very competitive. Both sides are going at each other. I see some good hard tackles going in. Bruno and stuff, and Jolinton. Yeah.
Let's talk about Arsenal's quick two-fire goals because they obviously equalised. Do you want to talk through the first one?
The first one, if I remember correctly, I think Bruno lost the ball just slightly outside the penalty box, and then we were quite slow to cover up the spaces, and then it goes to Mikel Merino and shot down Pope's left, I think.
That'd be him, didn't it?
Yeah.
Former Magpie. Yeah, and he was doing his corner celebration. I thought I was a little bit over the top, but hey-ho. But they scored, they went back in front. I'll say back in front. Went in front. It wasn't that long after, was it? It was like literally 60 seconds later.
Yeah, it was very quick.
Quick fire on the left-hand side. It's whipped in, and is it a case of, is that experience that Alex Murphy lacks, not looking what's behind him? Or do you give him the benefit of the doubt that he's young? Because for me, if I'm being critical, if he just lets that go, easier said than done, we're fine.
Yeah, probably I was discussing with my son. I think probably he was also a bit young, inexperienced. Yep. Or probably just because Arsenal just got a goal, we were maybe a little bit under pressure, so that could have also come into his mind. Yeah, but like you said, probably if he had let it go, he wouldn't have considered that own goal.
100%. I think it's just awareness around him, and look, he's a young lad, and I like the fact that he did try and start him today off. So I didn't really mention that just before, and obviously maybe Murphy's getting looked at because he's at that age now where I think he's club trained now for over 3 years, and he can play in a couple of positions, so it could be a squad player, but
Yeah, if I could add on, I think aside from the own goal, I think he did quite well. He did
Against
contain
Saka, didn't
Saka, yeah, very well. He and Gordon, I think they paired up very well. Yep.
I thought he did well against Saka, to be fair, because Saka's one of the best in the Premier League. So I thought he handled him okay. And obviously going forward last week, it felt like I thought he was decent too. So maybe he is possibly want to keep an eye on whether he'll stay with the squad or get sent out on loan. Got to be wait and see. But half time,
Yes.
loads of changes. You've seen all the Newcastle fans warming up and getting a big, massive round of applause. And we knew that there was going to be a ton. There was 9 in total. The only 2 that were left were Sula and, of course, Nick Pope. But with that, any changes? Did anyone impress from that second half at all for you?
Before I go to that, I think I was also highlighting to my son that it was quite unusual to see that the team didn't went straight to the dressing room, unlike like Arsenal's player. They were still on the field doing runs up and down. So I thought they are probably going to change the whole team. So yes, second half the whole team, a lot of changes. 9, you said, yep, yeah. I think everybody played well, the changes, but again, I think we got too much for Will Sula to lead the line on his own, and then came on the young Shawnee. Yep.
Yeah, I think Jacob Murphy's probably done well in that second half, hasn't he? So,
yes, it's a good process.
We'll talk about his goal, because it's a great finish on the edge of the box where he cuts in. We've seen it the past couple of years that he likes to cut in, and maybe it's the 1-2 or maybe it's the cross with the left, but it's a good finish, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good finish. I don't think he's on his strong foot, he's on his left. I think he took, yep. So I think he was also like quite out of the. We didn't expect him to take a shot from there, so it came. I think he caught the keeper by surprise and he went in. Yeah.
Do you think that we tested Kepa, who was obviously replaced the keeper in the first half? Did we test Kepa enough?
No, in the second half, I think no. But I think we should have, we could have. I mean, Javi Barnes got a few good positions at edge of the box. I was thinking maybe he could just take a shot a few times, but it didn't happen. So we didn't test him much second half.
Obviously, you mentioned the Willa Sula. I think it happened twice where there's a cross comes in and the Sula gets on the. I don't even know if he gets a flick or a touch to it, but there's another one where I can't remember what it was, but it misses out completely and the cross comes in. It's like, oh, come on, man. But on the other end, I thought Nick Pope was tested quite a lot.
Yes, I think in the first half he did a lot of good stops. I think Arsenal were taking quite a lot of shots from outside the box, so I think he did very good saves, a lot of good saves. Yeah,
he's possibly maybe a contender for our man of the match anyway, because I thought he was tested first and second half. But yeah, let's talk about the penalty incident towards the end of the game. What was it, 86, 87 minutes, something like that. Very soft, isn't it?
Yes, I think credit to the Arsenal youngster. I think he beat our left back, and then so he gets into the box. But I think Joelinton tried to cover up. But I think it's a bit soft. Maybe in the Premier League, probably they'll have some VR review and probably might not get it.
Yeah, and Ødegaard steps up and puts it away. And just before that, John Ruddy made a hell of a save as well. Just before that,
yes, a very good save.
A penalty, but we got beat, yes. But what have we learned today?
I think first of all, like I mentioned earlier, we can see that we really need a striker to really lead the line. Yep, and I think
you're adamant on that, aren't you?
Yes,
but I think it's obvious, isn't it?
It's obvious, yeah. We were good in defense, we were good in midfield, but just we lack that creativity, that sharpness in front of goal. I think we Lasula still young. Yep. Yeah. And just to add on, I think Botman came off quite early, so I was quite concerned about that. Yeah,
is that a worry because he came off and he's obviously hobbling. Harrison Ashby came on. Is it just a case of precaution? Look, let's not do anything silly because it's a friendly.
I hope so because defense.
We need him fit.
Yes, we need him fit, and I think we still need another cover at the back to come in for a younger defender.
Yeah, maybe like a right centre back. Perhaps.
Yes, that's very important. I think these are the two positions I think we really need.
Yeah, it's a very good point about Botman. Obviously, this climate we're not used to it. Hot, sticky, humid. But they would have lost a few pounds running around and that. Is that difficult in there?
Yes, definitely difficult. I mean, for the players, maybe for us, the locals here, we're quite used to this weather.
Yeah, and we enjoy playing at night. I'm absolutely sweating away here.
Yeah. Also to add on, I think Jamal has played quite well today.
I thought he had a good first half.
After the long layoff of injury, I think he played well.
Yeah, that's promising. Obviously, lads will move on to South Korea, and it's going to be a similar kind of climate, isn't it? It's going to be warm, it's going to be sticky, and obviously they play Spurs and the K-League All-Stars. But obviously, behind the scenes, Yoane Wissa is one that I do want to bring up with you. Do you expect that now to happen? I know there's a bit of... He seems to be throwing his eggs all in one basket and hoping that Newcastle come in and go in for that second bid to get him over the line. Do you expect that deal to happen?
I think probably after today's game, it's quite obvious. Probably we might try again. Or like I read in the reports, we might be moving on to other targets like maybe Benjamin Sesko.
Yeah, I would love Sesko. I know obviously there is a report going around about Wissa that Newcastle are looking at other targets they can't get it done. Obviously, he's throwing his toys out of the pram, hasn't he? Wissa, where he's like, I want this move, give it to me. But it's kind of similar, in a similar situation with the Isak one, where it's like he hasn't actually done that as of yet, but he wants to explore his options. And Eddie Howe's obviously talked about the presser the last couple of days. Is what do you do with Isak now? Where do you stand on it?
I'm still split. I wish we can still keep him, but of course we wouldn't want to keep an unhappy player. Yeah, if he stays, he may not be happy, and that could affect his performance also. And maybe if you could cash in on him now, get a good price on him, you can get some good replacements as well.
Yeah, his team morale as well. That could damage it massively, couldn't it? Let's take a look at what Eddie Howe said about the game today.
No, not surprised. We were hoping to play well today. Certainly we needed a step up in overall performance level from the Celtic game, and I thought we did. I thought there was a lot of positives for us today. And of course, still some things to iron out in our game and improve on, especially the goals we conceded. They weren't great. But overall, we kept going to the end. Very difficult conditions to play in, so full credit to the players. Very much with that mindset, really, Lee. I think it's business as usual for the players. You know, you don't get a chance when you come onto these tours to think of anything other than training, the next game, the level's so high that even in these games we have to be very well prepared. We have to try and be at our best. So naturally, I think we're going to miss a player of Alex's quality, and the group are going to feel that. There's no denying that, and I can't sit here and claim that they won't. But a very professional group of players, and they're doing brilliant as far as I can see in terms of managing the situation. Well, I think every player in our squad has to be ready to play. That would be my message to every single man in the squad. We don't have the biggest squad in the Premier League, so every person has to contribute, and I'd have no hesitation in picking anybody.
So that was what Eddie Howe said. As I say, we need players for the door. We'll obviously move on to South Korea, which a lot of fans are travelling through the night, me included, as well. I just want to say a big thank you to you.
No, I should be thanking a big thank you to Lily. You brought a bit of Newcastle here for us, my family, not only my family, everyone's here. So it was great. Very great
you've got a really beautiful family, your wife, the 2 kids, obviously your daughter I've met as well. You've obviously bought me lunch as well the last couple of days, so I really thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Share this experience over here with you. It's an absolute pleasure, and thank you for your hospitality as well.
Same thing. Thank you to you.
We are both mad about this thing here,
yes,
right here. It doesn't
right.
matter that I'm next door to the ground or you're way over here. It doesn't matter about where you are in the world. If you love Newcastle United, that'll do for me. So for me and for us outside the Singapore National Stadium, we'll see you very soon.